fans of Broadway and musicals overall will recognize this name. Stephen Sondheim. He's a composer who has received 8 Tony Awards, 8 Grammys, an Academy Award, and a Pulitzer Prize. This multi-talented artist has also captured the attention of a Cincinnati writer and was the subject for a recent book. And to tell us more, I want to welcome my friend, Rick Pender, the author of the Stephen Sondheim Encyclopedia. Rick, good to have you back on the show.
Thank you so much, Mona. It's great to be with you.
Absolutely. So how did this book come about?
Well, some people know me as somebody who's written for a long time about theater locally here in Cincinnati. And I have had a long time interest in musical theater, but for a dozen years as a freelance on top of my other kinds of writing, I edited a magazine about Stephen Sondheim. And that lasted until about 2016, and then for some business reasons ceased publication. But a publisher approached me about the possibility of writing this book. And initially I thought he wanted me to edit it with a series of other writers. And then they said, no, we really just need you to do this. And then they sent me a contract for 300,000 words, which is a whole lot of words. And I took about 2 years to put it all together. And this past April, it finally came out. So it's a 650-page book with 131 entries, like you'd find in any kind of small encyclopedia, about everything about Stephen Sondheim.
Well, you know, I know a lot about him, but for those who may not, name some of his best shows.
Well, he started out young. He's 91 years old now, but as a young man, when he was 26, he wrote the lyrics for West Side Story. And then shortly after that, he wrote the lyrics for the musical Gypsy. Then he went on, and for most of the rest of his career, he was involved in writing both the music and the lyrics for shows. And a lot of those are pretty well known because several of them have been made into movies. Recently, you might have seen the movie of Into the Woods with fairy tale characters in it. You might also remember a classic movie, West Side Story, and the lyrics that he wrote were part of that. So his name has been around that, but the other movie that a lot of people have probably seen is Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, a very creepy story about a guy who, well, he's a serial killer, and but he sings too. So it's an exciting show.
Yeah, serial killers, I guess, can have talent as well. So, Rick, if people want to pick up the book or any of your other works, how can they do that?
Well, I have a website, which is probably the very easiest way to order my books. It's rickpenderwrites.com, and on that you'll see links to my publishers. You can place orders there, and they'll ship them out to you. This book in particular, the Sondheim Encyclopedia, is an expensive book. It's a reference volume that libraries will probably be acquiring too, but people who are big fans will probably want it. The list price is $135, but there is a coupon code on my website that you can use for a 30% discount. So that drops the price down quite a bit.
Well, that sounds great, Rick. It is always a pleasure to have you on this show. Thank you so much, and congratulations on your new book.
Thank you very much, Mona. Great to see you.
Great to see you too.